Hey, it's me, Sarah. This video is going to be about the common terminologies of Street Fighter 6. It's super broken down and I've tried my best to explain it with insights, depth, and simplicity. I've provided timestamps for you all so you can skip to the sections easier, as each section is demonstrated including how to perform it, plus the theory and concept behind it. Before we get into it, make sure to remember to turn on the notifications, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my other socials. For side switches and cross-ups, this term is often used when we're doing a setup and choosing which side to be on. So, for an example, if I set the bot to jump and I do Ken's crouching heavy punch into run, sometimes he'll switch sides and your opponent is forced to block in the other direction. And if they don't block in the other direction, they'll get hit. So yeah, this is a side switch. They're forced to block on the other side. If they don't, they'll get hit. And then for cross-ups, it's the same thing. They're forced to block on the other side. If you don't block on the other side, if you don't block the opposite direction, you'll get hit. So these are called cross-ups. And I guess this is also called a side switch as well, but yeah, that is side switches and cross-ups. Okay, I will go over overheads really quickly here. Overheads are something that every character has, and what it is you cannot block overheads while crouching. Crouching block only. Yeah, you cannot block overheads while crouching. You have to be stand blocking. So overheads are very, very useful in this game to end the round or just really catch your opponent off guard. As well as jump-ins. Jump-ins, you cannot block them while crouching. You have to block them while standing. So I'll make the bot do stand blocking. There you go. That's blocking while standing. And then with jump-in, they're blocking while standing. So that's overheads. Okay, confirms. What are they? They're pretty much easy to explain. They're pretty much self-explanatory, but for confirms, as a player, we're visually reacting to see if they got hit or they're blocking. So for this instance, if I'm doing crouching, I'm gonna do a jab string. So if I'm doing crouching leg kick, standing, crouching jab, standing jab, if I do this sequence and I see my opponent get hit, then I will confirm it because I saw them get hit. And the way we call this a confirm is because at the last sequence, if they got hit, then I saw them visually get hit. I confirmed it. Even at the first part and the second part of this sequence, which is the light kick starter and the jab starter, at any point if I saw them get hit, then I as the player can visually see that, and I confirm it into a combo, which is like Shoryuken or a drive rush cancel into something, right? I visually saw them get hit and I confirmed it. If they're blocking, then you know we don't do anything, right? We don't do anything because if I just did this, if I confirm this, I get punished, right? Because I'm very vulnerable if I miss this. My dragon punch is very vulnerable. I get punished. There's other instances where when you do a normal attack, you can confirm it if they blocked or they got hit. And with Ken, for an example, every character has some sort of confirm you can do. With Ken, if you see them get hit, you can cancel your heavy punch into anything like a special cancel. If you see them get hit. If you see them block, then you don't do anything. Right? So that we call that a confirm. Alright, buffering. This is probably one of my favorite topics to cover because it's a very important tool to learn in Street Fighter. So with buffering, what happens is there's two types of buffers. There's motion buffers, and then there's just buffering when you're doing an input after a normal attack. into a special cancel. So for an example, I'm gonna set the bot to move left and right. And if we want to utilize and optimize damage with Ken right now, I'm gonna do crouching medium kick, but to cancel it, I have to think about oh, is my crouching medium kick gonna hit? And then I cancel, and then I have to cancel it when I see them get hit. You actually don't have to do that. What you can do is you can just do crouching medium kick and then do the motion for fireball, and it will always come out, instead of having to think about, oh, did they get hit and then I cancel into fireball. No, you should just do the whole sequence and then it'll actually just come out. So I'm just literally pressing crouching medium kick and then doing fireball right away. As you can see on the left side of my inputs, this is like one of the types of buffering, right? And it doesn't matter if they don't get hit. If they get hit or they're blocking it, my fireball still comes out, right? So that's the basics of buffering. And then now we have motion buffering. So what motion buffering is it's a little bit connected to confirming. If you refer back to my confirming section in this video, I'm gonna put the bot to random block, and what happens is I'm gonna motion buffer heavy punch. Okay, so back when we talked about confirming, if you see them get hit, you confirm it. But it's kind of hard to confirm it if you see them get hit and then you manually do the motion to cancel into Shoryuken. See, it doesn't come out. Like I tried to do it manually, but I wasn't fast enough to input it, right? It came out there, but it's kind of difficult to do. Like my Shoryuken's not coming out. So to fix that, we do a motion buffer. And what a motion buffer is, we're just inputting the motion to cancel our normal attack animation easier and faster. So I'm inputting forward, down, forward after heavy punch, and if I see them get hit after the motion, I press heavy punch and dragon punch will come out. Well, I'm under pressure, so it doesn't work right away, but the idea is there. Okay, so yeah, this is a little bit intertwined. Motion buffering and confirming, they're pretty much connected, but I'm buffering forward, down, forward, and then if I see them get hit, I confirm it. If I don't see them get hit, I'm not supposed to confirm. Yeah, so you can see how like I'm doing forward, down, forward after every instance of pressing heavy punch, and I've seen them get hit, my special cancel will come out. So that's buffering, and I hope that explains it. Pretty simple. If not, you can ask me questions about it in the comments.